Alright, so today we're just going to go over a couple of the questions on your review. This is just to help walk you guys through these because this review is very similar to your test, so I want you to feel comfortable with doing these problems. So if you see, this is some of the questions on the bottom of the first page, and so I just want to walk you through on how to do some of them. So the very first one, it talks about something that has 12 protons, 12 electrons, and 12 neutrons, and this one has 11 protons, 11 electrons, 11 neutrons. So if we find something on the periodic table that has 12 protons, we'll see that it's Mg. And we can see this one, it has 12 electrons, so there's no charge in it, and has 12 neutrons, so its mass is 24. If you look at this next one, it has 11 protons. So the one that has 11 protons, if you go on your periodic table, you'll see that this is actually element Na. This one has no charge, and it has a mass of 23. So this is asking you to compare these two and talk about what the difference is. So if we compare these two, we have an Mg compared to an Na. So these can't even be ions or isotopes of each other because they aren't even the same element. So for this one, you would circle different elements. Alright, let's just do the next one in case that's a little bit confusing to you. So for this next one, it talks about having 12 protons, 12 electrons, 12 neutrons, and 12 protons, 13 electrons, 12 neutrons. So again, something that has 12 protons is going to be Mg. Now this first one has 12 protons and 12 electrons, so it has no charge on it. Then it has 12 protons and 12 neutrons, so it has a mass of 24. And then the second one that has 12 protons is also an Mg, but if you notice, it has 13 electrons. So it's actually going to have a -1 charge on it, right? Because electrons are negative, protons are positive, so it has to have a negative charge. And then it has also 12 neutrons, so 12 neutrons plus your 12 protons equals 24 for your mass. So if you look at these two, you can see they're the same element, they have the same mass, but they actually have different charges here. This one has a -1, and this one has no charge. So, things that have different charges, remember, they are called ions. So this one would be an ion. So, try to do the next one by yourself and figure out what it would be. This bottom part that talks about the relationship, you can see that one is Na and one is Na+. Again, remember, if it has a positive or a negative charge on it, it's going to be an ion. Okay, and this one right underneath it, it talks about what the relationship is between 37 chlorine and chlorine 35. So an important thing to remember is that they can write isotopes two different ways. So 37 chlorine like this, or chlorine 35. Both of these things, this number right here, okay, and this number right here, these are both your mass. So you can tell this chlorine and that chlorine both have different masses. They're still the same element, they still both have the same charge, but they have different masses now. So they have the different number of electrons. So remember, things that have different masses or different number of electrons are actually called isotopes. Alright, hopefully this was a good review for the bottom part of the first page. I know some of it is kind of confusing, so feel free to go back, watch the video again, and email me with any questions that you might have. Good luck studying.